I really appreciate it, seriously.
Can you tell us, Rachel, what made you become an actress? What was that moment that you knew, even as a child, or that moment as a teenager that made you know that you wanted to be an actress?
So I'm going to be honest and tell you something. My mom got me started in the industry. My mother was Miss Connecticut. She did not fully pursue her dreams of being in the entertainment industry. She got a career, went on to do other things, but she, you know, saw the passion and the drive in me after starting me off in beauty pageants. I was Little Miss Southern California. I went on to win various titles and beauty competitions, and after signing a contract with an agency up in LA, I'm from San Diego. After signing with them, I got, you know, I was the first Mighty Kids meal for a McDonald's commercial. I was part of the Tiger Woods Target campaigns, and so seeing that, you know, I loved it and I had a desire and drive for it, my mother began to really go for it, and we would drive from San Diego to Los Angeles all the time. And she kind of retired early to see that, you know, I pursued my career, and she was 100% the force and drive behind it as a child. I took a break once college hit to pursue education and, you know, my career, but I got back into it, and so that's really how it started. It's all because of my mama.
Right. So, Rachel, can you tell us, what was it that you went to college for, and then was it a struggle between whatever you went to college for and becoming an actress?
I'm going to tell you something. You got to love what you do, because that is not work. So once I went to college and kind of really got into real estate and was, you know, doing pretty well in real estate, I realized that it's not just the money. It's the passion, and it's the love for acting. It's what I really love to do. So like I said, once I situated myself in that, I came back to acting, and I'm at it full force, and I love it, and it makes me happy. And I think it brings joy to others playing parts and, you know, making people smile and laugh playing characters. And there's no better feeling than that, when you can bring joy to other people while bringing joy to yourself. That's the best feeling ever. So that's my true love.
Right. So we're talking on the Midnight Hour radio show with host Myron Grace and Rachel Currence. Can you tell us, Rachel, some of the first roles you had in acting?
Oh, my God. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something. Y'all remember, okay, do you remember WB, the Parenthood WB?
Absolutely, I remember it.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something funny. When I walked on set, when I was in my trailer, my mom's like, Rachel, guess who it is? I'm like, I don't know, who is it? It was Faison Love, who one of my first acting jobs as a little girl on the Parenthood. He was on the original episodes before he, you know, went on to do other things. But Faison Love is in the movie as well, and we both were a part of WB's The Parenthood. I played young Ashley, one of her young childhood, you know, best friends, and Faison Love was on the show. So that's one of my first, you know, acting jobs, and he also is starring in the movie. So it's so funny. You never know. You never know the path or the career or how small the industry is or who you're going to run into again. So I'm just really happy to say that he will also be a part of the movie as Maurice Starr, playing the boys' manager, Faison Love, and I started with him in my first acting job as a little girl on The Parenthood. Okay,
well, you know, this is Myron Grayson on the Midnight Hour radio show with actress Rachel Currence on the Midnight Hour radio show. I actually just talked to Faison Love not too long ago. He was a little tipsy. I caught him in Cleveland leaving the comedy show. We was back and forth at about 3:30 in the morning. You can ask him about it. He evidently didn't do an interview. I think he was a little bit too enjoying himself too much in Cleveland. But this is actress Rachel Currence, and she talking about her role on The Parenthood on the WB is how she started her career on the Midnight Hour radio show. Can you tell us, Rachel, so you was excited about Faison Love, and he do a lot of acting and get a lot of roles. Can you tell us, before we talk about your current role, the New Edition story, can you tell us possibly, like, some other roles we might remember you from? Now, I know that you mentioned you was on The Parenthood on the WB, but tell us some of the other roles that you might have played that started your career off.
Yeah, so I did a lot of child acting before I decided to break for school and work, etc. But I was also, a lot of people remember me as the little rain girl from the Hellraiser series. I don't know if you know with the pinhead, the guy with the pinhead, Hellraiser, there's like 5 of them. I also was on iCarly as Danica McNulty. I also was on Keke Palmer's show, True Jackson VP. So I've done a lot of childhood favorites that I really think not only the youth watches, but you'd be surprised at how many, parents or older crowds watch just because of the humor and the love these shows bring. So these are, again, some things that you might have seen me in or watched me in and might even love.
Well, you mean Rachel Currence, actress Rachel Currence, doing an interview on the Midnight Hour radio show. You mean you actually got to talk and say a word to Keke Palmer?
Are you kidding me? She's a bomb. I was on her show, True Jackson VP. I played one of the mean girls. Me and Jeanette McCurdy from iCarly, we played on True Jackson VP as the mean girls called the Pinks. And so, yes, we were, unfortunately, the mean girls against Keke Palmer, but she, besides all that, was the bomb. I love Keke. I look up to her. She's amazing, the coolest, most down-to-earth human being I've ever met. I love that girl.
Well, you know, Rachel, if you was close to Keke Palmer, period, you know you're going to make it just for that reason right there.
She's the bomb, right? Seriously. Oh, my God.
Or at least she's hard to talk to or get in touch with. And you got to be somebody to even be close to her. So that let me know that you're going to...
Mom's the bomb, she's the bomb. They're so down to earth. They're really cool as hell. So I had a great time on set. Like I said, Jeanette from iCarly was on set. We all just really vibed and had a great time. So seriously, Keke Palmer is one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. I really truly love her. And I'm telling you the truth about that. She's a cool ass female.
This is still recently, she's been doing a few exclusive photos. Just been bringing a lot of attention on the internet. This is actress Rachel Currence on the Midnight Hour radio show talking about her career in Hollywood and the way she's taking off. Can you tell us who, besides Keke Palmer, who are some of the people that you've had the opportunity to meet or work with that has had an impact on your life?
Well, besides Keke, me and Vanessa Hudgens grew up together. We were friends. I know her mother, Gina, or my mother and her mother are very good friends, but myself and Vanessa, we all kind of, were really close and everything, and so I'm really proud of her. I'm so glad to see her doing her thing. Like I said, I took a break because my mother as well took a break for the school thing, and my parents really, they really instill in us that education is everything, so I took a break. But I did start out in the La Jolla Conservatory with everybody, and we were on set together, like I said, as a young girl. And just to see everybody just catastrophing and just to the ultimate degree of, what they're doing, I'm so happy for everybody. So it's really cool. And so that's somebody else that I, was in the industry with. And like I mentioned, Jeanette and, just everybody. It's a really beautiful thing to see the people that you love, how they went for it and how they actually were fortunate enough to be so successful. So I see, like, you said, Keke and all she's doing, and no matter what, I can't say anything but good things about her because no matter what she does, my person...
Actress Rachel Storm on the New Edition story on BET.
My best friend is on set, and we have become so close. Brittany Bowen, she is playing Ronnie Devoe's wife. She is playing Michael Bivens' wife. So you got me all confused. I'm playing Ronnie Devoe's wife, who is Shamari Spears. And how I got the wife of Shamari is, I got the audition. I originally went in for the role of Ralph's wife. And I think they saw something in me and wanted me to do Shamari. So I went back after auditioning for Ralph's wife. I went back for Shamari. And I really feel that me and Shamari have the same personality. I feel that we have similarities in our look. And I really was just myself. And I had fun with it, and it turned out. I got the call that I booked it not too much later. So I'm really appreciative and grateful because I love Shamari Spears just out of admiring her as a young girl. So it's an honor to be playing her.
So, actress Rachel Currence, you talking about your role on the upcoming BET, the New Edition story, which premiered January 24th through January 26th on BET, right?
Correct.
Can you tell us, now you talking about, for those that don't know about the New Edition, I mean, we may know, but some people may not know. Can you tell us who you got to meet? Did you get to meet any of the members from New Edition? And I know it was one particular person that also played on Empire that's playing a big role with Michael Bivins in the BET story and has a potential to be Jay-Z's son. Did you get to meet anybody on the set?
I met all of them. I met everybody, and I think everybody in this movie worked their ass off. And prior to this movie, maybe some people have, roles that have more fame or more this or more that. But I think that for this particular movie, everybody put the same amount of work in. Everybody worked their ass off, and everybody was just so grateful. I think this is a movie where we should be, taking our hats off to New Edition. I think this is a film where the cast, the crew, everybody made it so comfortable. So everybody who walked on set is there for New Edition. You know what I'm saying? We all know and love them from all the classics, all the greatest hits. And so I really think that we all are here to pay tribute. I'm here to say that I am honored to play Ronnie Devoe's wife, Shamari Spears, who has been in the game since I was a very young girl. I looked up to her since the movie Bring It On. I looked up to her since her, classic hit movie Honey. I have looked up to her for a very long time. So I'm humbled and I'm grateful to come into this ensemble, playing somebody who gave their life to this, who gave their life to this. So to be a part of this film, I can only say that everybody is just so grateful and so honored to just get in the cast and the character and the mode of what we're trying to do. And I think a tribute to New Edition because they have paved the way for a lot of us.
Well, your phone breaking up a little bit. Can you tell us, actress Rachel Currence, now I have to ask you, what was it like working with Hakeem? I mean, there's no other way to ask it from Empire or Mr. Grayson from Empire. Can you tell us how it was working with him? I mean, because people want to know what it was like working with him. You know that.
I get it. Y'all watch Empire.
I mean, you know what? I actually did some work with Taraji P. Henson over the summertime. So I actually got a chance to talk to her, not so much in person, but by a lot of interactions on social media. But what was it like working with Hakeem from Empire? Because I ain't going to call him by his name because most people might not even know him by his name.
Okay, is my phone still breaking up?
No, you good to go now.
Oh, now it's not breaking up.
Actress Rachel Currence on the Midnight Hour Radio Show talking about what it was like to work with all the famous actors that she's working with and all the successful people that she's working with on the New Edition story that's premiering on BET January 24th. And you know something, Rachel, I want to just give you your own kudos for being able to even be on the set and be a part of that, for you being a brilliant actress yourself.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, working with Hakeem, his name's right here, he was cool as hell. He was cool. We had a couple scenes together and he was just cool. He was cool from the moment I met him. It was actually my mother who recognized him. She's like, ain't that? I'm like, Mom, shut up. I'm here to work. But my mom loves the show. She watches it every day. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, Mom, please, don't embarrass me. So he was very nice. He took pictures with her. He took pictures with me. He was cool as hell. I mean, that's for sure. He's a cool guy. individual, and he's doing great in Empire, and I'm so happy for him.
And for y'all, those of you who don't know him, I better get his name right, Bashir Y. Gray, because actually, according to Jay-Z, he's in line to take over his empire at some point. And he's in training to become the king of Rockefeller, according to Jay-Z. I saw that in a TMZ interview that Jay-Z recently had. I'm one of the few people that had a chance to meet Beyonce before she became so famous, but I'm just saying, though, because I don't want to, make anybody mad. Bashir Y. Gray from Empire is who she's talking about, or Hakeem from Empire, and she said he's a great person. And you said that everybody put the same amount of work into the New Edition story, so nobody made anybody feel any less or greater than the other person?
No, I mean, at least from my experiences, I don't know who else you talk to. No, from everybody, I'm going to have a scene, which is a great scene. You'll see in the movie, but it was the turning point where everybody's just, it's all love. And everybody was just, from that childhood moment, you see it's that turning point where it's like, it's going bad and there's a lot of drama, but then you have that turning point where it's like, aw, you know what I'm saying? So my turning point, our turning point, but it happens to be my turning point, a lot of the members, they just realize that it's above and beyond the BS. And the main thing is love and friendship, and no matter what this world brings you and no matter what you go through, you stick together when you have the blessing of what these men were given, and that they have worked their asses off, and they were blessed to meet each other and work together in a group that we all love and admire. So to answer your question once again, yes, they all put in the same amount of work. I worked with all of them. They all were so sweet, so amazing, so awesome, and you're going to love it once you see all of their performances because they all knocked it out of the park.
Oh, so do you think it's just that they might have liked you, Rachel Currence? No, I'm just trying to make you laugh. They might just like you, Rachel Currence, right?
How do you get that? Where do you get that from?
I don't get that. I get that from my inner Michael Jackson character from The Fifth Dimension. I'm just trying to make you laugh. This is Myron Grace, the Midnight Hour Radio Show, talking to actress Rachel Currence. Yes, it's me, I'm here. No, you're not inner Michael Jackson. You was not on no interview talking about the New Edition story with actress Rachel Currence is premiering on BET on January 24th. We're going to leave you in the Fifth Dimension. Now, I got to ask you all the juicy questions. Tell us something juicy, actress Rachel Currence, that might have occurred on the set of the New Edition story that you can tell us that we might not know about. You're breaking up a little bit again there. Just a little something juicy. It ain't got to be too much. What might have happened distracted?
I can't tell you nothing because I ain't got nothing juicy. And trust me, if I had juicy to tell, I would have all the tea. We'd be at the tea party.
Right. But no, I mean, just not even just juicy, but just something that was unexpected maybe. Or something that might have not been prepared for as you filmed your scenes on the New Edition story that's premiered on BET January 24th.
I had no idea when my homegirl was playing, not even homegirl. I had no idea one of the people that I know was playing background. So seeing her was quite epic.
Right, you saying that seeing her play background was epic. But what were some of the things you did for preparation for your role on the New Edition story? And again, what role did you play? Just so I can, if somebody come in this part of the interview, you played the role of the wife of.
Okay, so the group Blaque, Blaque, Shamari Tears. Okay, I am playing the role of her. She is also married to Ronnie Devoe, one of the members of New Edition. What's your other question?
I wanted to know, actress Rachel Currence, basically, because we going to wrap it up in about 5 or 6 minutes. But so basically, what would you say? What did you do to prepare for the role?
I watched all her interviews. Pretty much practicing.
For some reason, your phone going in and out again. But you said you watched all of her interviews, and what else did you do?
I watched all of her interviews. We pretty much had the same fundamentals as far as our personalities. We're vivacious, we're fun, we're characters. So I pretty much was going into like the role of my big sister. And meeting her at the rap party, we were like, girl. So it really was very easy and organic. But to prepare after I found out I got the role, even though, you know, it was known that we were pretty much the same person, I still watched her interviews. I still studied her. I still tried to gain a sense of exactly who Shamari was. She has dedicated so much to this industry. We have classics from her. We know who Blaque is. They're like, you know, they're it. But anyway, I grew up listening to them. And they're from some of the greatest soundtracks to the hit movies that we still watch to this day. So, I basically still just watched her interviews, watched her dancing, and just really just try to get a sense of who she is.
So can you dance?
Sorry?
I said, can you dance?
I can dance, but I can't sing.
Right. That's all right.
I grew up in dance. I grew up in theater. Like I said, I studied at the La Jolla Playhouse Conservatory. So I can dance. I can't sing. But maybe after this movie you'll tell me if I can act.
Well, you already done been, this actress Rachel Currence, you already done been on the Parenthood and been in other types of things, the Tiger Woods, Target, commercial promotion, and several other things. So I would think by now you should be able to act all of that stuff you did already, right?
We hope.
Yeah, you played a role with the spike-head people or whatever, what was it, the Hellraisers and some other stuff that, and now you're on the Midnight Hour radio show, which is very strange, but a lot of people actually been on. Why that is, I'm still trying to figure it out. But now I can add you to the list, and I'm sure you're going to make it in Hollywood much further than you already have, because honestly, I don't know anybody who's been on the Midnight Hour radio show that hasn't succeeded, that's really been involved in Hollywood. So I would think.
Well, I thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure meeting you. Triple superstar Rachel Currence, because now I can say that I had an interview with you before you was at the Grammys and the Golden Globe Awards, and everybody was already. You already kind of got a buzz, but I mean, before you do your Halle Berry thing.
Hey!
Yeah.
So I love you, and I just love anybody who shows love to me. And seriously, like you having me on this show, I can't thank you enough. And thank you to somebody who's just giving me a chance to do her thing. Like, I can't thank you enough. That's all I'm trying to do is just do my thing. So.
I want you to tell me, because it's important. I can hear you, but I want to make sure your phone don't break up for this part. Can you give some encouragement to some of the young ladies that might be coming up, trying to even get to the level that you have right now, that you on BET?
Hell yeah, I can. I can say, don't ever compare yourself to anything. Put in the work. You might have to sacrifice. You might have to do some things that at the time you may not want to do later. I have a lot of friends that, you know, have gone a lot further than I have. And it's not to say that I'm hateful or envious, because you can't do that. Whatever is meant for you will be for you. And so we all have our own path in life. So don't ever feel like because you're putting in work or you're not maybe going as far as you thought you would go, that you're not, you know, on the right path. You are. Just stay focused. Stay focused. Do your thing, and I promise you, hard work pays off. Just continue to just be that, who you are. Be yourself. You have got to be yourself, and that took me a long time to learn, let me tell you. But when you be yourself, you work your butt off, and you just put in the work, it will happen. And don't compare yourself to nobody, because we all have our own paths. And I'm going to tell you, because I was caught up in that. I was caught up in, oh, well, she got this, and why did she get this? And I was hurt, and I was depressed. But you can't do that. There's a plan for us all. And I'm going to speak because I believe in God. I believe He's my reason for my being and everything I have in my life. I'm going to say that God has plans for us all. God has a plan for you and for me, and it's not on the same path. So never let someone else's path make you feel that you're not on the straight path. Because we have our own path. And at the end of the day, when you can tell your experiences, you can tell it from your experiences and what you've been through. So I can only say that, and that really comes from my heart. Okay?
Right. Well, Rachel, I got to ask you this question. Now, I don't know if he's still in your life, but your significant other said you was the best thing that ever happened to him. When I read an interview of him online, he said he was so happy with you, he ain't even thinking about another woman in Hollywood.
What are you talking about?
It said that you had a boyfriend, and that he did an interview I read somewhere online on one of the websites, Celebrity News or Hollywood Insider or something. And the boy.
Be specific, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it said that you had a boyfriend that said you was the best thing that ever happened to him. So.
Specific.
I can't be specific because I don't remember it. But I just remember saying that.
I don't remember either.
I remember that saying that part, and I was like, actress Rachel Currence putting it down like that. I'm just trying to make you.
So let's clear up right now. What are you talking about?
It said that some boyfriend that you had in Hollywood said that you was the best thing that ever happened to him.
A boyfriend that I had in Hollywood. First of all, I have hate in Hollywood. Second of all, people lie on me for people all the time. Third of all, what are you talking about?
Right, that's what I wanted to ask you about. So.
Well, then tell me the article. What you talking about?
I can't be specific because I don't quite remember. I just remember that part sticking out. Sticking out my mind. I know it was a name, like a Jewish name or something like that. Somebody.
No, tell me. Say it.
Somebody said something nice about you. They said you was an amazing person on a personal level. So I just wanted to.
I'm gonna tell you this. I go around the world. I'm very blessed and fortunate. A lot of people might lie or say things or get it twisted. I'm a very real person. If you wanted to just bluntly ask me the question you're trying to ask me, please do. But I don't know what you're trying to ask me.
I don't either, because I just wanted to say that I read that somewhere that somebody said on a personal level you was an amazing person. I'm talking about when the cameras go out, they said you was an amazing person. So I just wanted to.
An amazing person with or without the cameras?
You know, a lot of people, what I find is, actress Rachel Currence, that some of them might be amazing with the cameras on, but they might not be so amazing with the cameras on. You know what I mean? But I think it's one of them few people that's amazing with the cameras on.
So again, if you have a question, be specific. I'll be happy to answer.
But answer this question. Because this is something that people might want to know. And I know I'm going a few minutes over. Do you have a significant other in your life? And has God blessed you with that?
At this time, no. Because I have made the sacrifice. The sacrifice is my career. And so when you put so much time into your career, people get mad. People feel that, you're not dedicating as much time as you should to them. So at this time, my time is going into myself. I'm being selfish.
Right. I understand. You focused on your career and building your roles and your portfolio in Hollywood. Absolutely. Me, on the other hand, I'm just focused on the inner Michael Jackson in me. I'm just trying to make you laugh. But more important,